Internal Revenue Service IRS tax news. Join the Taxpayer Advocacy Panel and help improve the IRS. Apply by May 14th. IR 2021-73, April 2nd, 2021. Washington. The Internal Revenue Service today announced it is seeking civic-minded volunteers to serve on the Taxpayer Advocacy Panel, otherwise known as the TAP. The TAP is a federal advisory committee that listens to taxpayers, identifies major taxpayer concerns, and makes recommendations for improving the IRS, the Internal Revenue Service, and customer satisfaction. Taxpayers interested in serving on the panel may apply between April 5th and May 14th. National Taxpayer Advocate Erin Collins recently expressed her appreciation for the contributions to the TAP volunteers to improve the experience of the U.S. taxpayers. Quote, "I am grateful to these citizens for volunteering their time and talent to the Taxpayer Advocacy Panel," end quote, she said. Quote, "I am very proud of the accomplishments of the TAP last year, and I look forward to the TAP bringing its valuable taxpayer perspective in recommending changes to tax administration to achieve the quality service the taxpayers expect and deserve," end quote. The TAP reports annually to the Secretary of the Treasury, the Commissioner of the Internal Revenue Service, and the National Taxpayer Advocate. The Office of the Taxpayer Advocate is an independent organization within the IRS that provides support and for oversight of the TAP. To the extent possible, the TAP includes members from all 50 states, the District of Columbia, Puerto Rico, and one member representing international taxpayers. Each member is appointed to represent the interests of taxpayers in his or her geographic location, as well as taxpayers overall. For the TAP, quote, "international taxpayers," end quote, are broadly defined to include U.S. citizens working, living, or doing business abroad or in U.S. territories. The TAP is seeking members in the following locations: Arkansas, California, Connecticut, Delaware, Georgia, Idaho, International, Kentucky, Massachusetts, Michigan, Missouri, Minnesota, Montana, North Dakota, Nebraska, New Mexico, New York, Oklahoma, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, Tennessee, Texas, Vermont, Wisconsin, and West Virginia. So there'll be a link to this in the description. So if you're interested in this, you want to hear that list again, if you didn't hear for it, then you can go to that link and check it out for yourself. The panel is seeking alternatives in the following locations: Alabama, California, Connecticut. They're seeking alternates. The panel is seeking alternates in the following locations: Alabama, California, Connecticut, District of Columbia, Florida, Hawaii, Idaho, Kentucky, Massachusetts, Michigan, Missouri, North Dakota, Nebraska, New Hampshire, New Mexico, Nevada, Ohio, Oregon, Rhode Island, Texas, Vermont, Wisconsin, West Virginia, and Wyoming. Federal advisory committees are required to have a balanced membership in terms of viewpoints and viewpoints represented. As such, applicants from underrepresented groups such as Native Americans and non-tax professionals are particularly encouraged to apply. All timely applications, however, will be given consideration. New TAP members will serve a 3-year term starting in December 2021. Applicants chosen as alternate members will be considered to fill any vacancies that open in their areas during the next 3 years. To be a member of the TAP, a person must be a U.S. citizen, be current with his or her federal tax obligations, be able to commit 200 to 300 volunteer hours during the year, and pass a Federal Bureau of Investigation criminal background check. Members cannot be federally registered lobbyists, so you can't be a lobbyist. Current Department of the Treasury or IRS employees cannot serve on the panel, and former Department of the Treasury or IRS employees and former TAP members must have a 3-year separation from their service to be considered for the appointment. The tax practitioner applicants must be in good standing with the IRS, meaning not currently under suspicion or disbarment. For additional information about the TAP and the application process, visit www.improveyears.org There's a link to that here. There'll be a link to this in the description, or call 888-912-1227. Once again, there'll be a link to this in the description so you can check out these numbers again. I won't read them like 10 times. So, and select prompt number 5. Callers outside the U.S. may call 214-413-6523, not a toll-free call, or email the TAP staff at, and I'll give you this email again, this link in the description. A video is available with more information about the TAP, so if you want to take a look at a video on the TAP, there's a link to that here, and about how to contribute to this dynamic group of volunteers. Okay, so there's contact information here. There's the list of states that they had in this announcement, and you could have contact information as well as this video on the TAP, and there'll be a link to this in the description.